Hi, my name is Jessie Smith with Medicare Giving. We're a group of independent Medicare agents who help seniors navigate the Medicare process. This video will be about things you need to know if you're planning on working past 65. We'll cover topics like the difference between your initial enrollment period and a special enrollment period, whether you should take Part A only, the small employer exception, and when to reach out to get the process started. As a quick review, your initial enrollment period is the 7-month window when you're first eligible to sign up for Medicare. That begins 3 months before you turn 65, the month you turn 65, and 3 months after. If you're working past 65, you might use your initial enrollment period to take Part A only, or you might not use it at all. What you'll use is your special enrollment period. If you're working past 65 and you're covered by your employer insurance that's based on current employment, then you can qualify for a special enrollment period when you do retire. This special enrollment period is an 8-month window that starts either when your coverage ends or when your employment that coverage was based on ends, whichever one comes first. Something important to note is that things like COBRA or retiree health plans don't count as current employer coverage. And so if you're in one of those cases, you're going to want to use your initial enrollment period when you turn 65. You do have the option of taking Part A only, and Part A is hospital coverage. You can check out our other videos if you want to hear more about what Part A covers. Some people choose that because it's premium free, they're going to take that during their initial enrollment period and then delay taking Part B until they retire. How that works is your employer plan would still be your primary insurance, and then Part A would come in as secondary insurance for hospital coverage. Now you may be thinking, if it's free, why not do that? There is one reason why you might choose to not take Part A until you're retiring and you're taking Part A and B at the same time. Tax law states that you can't be contributing to an HSA account and be taking Medicare at the same time. So if you'd like to keep contributing to your HSA account until you retire, then it makes sense for you to wait to take Part A until then. You'll want to stop contributing to your HSA account about 6 months before you go on Medicare to avoid any tax penalties. Another thing to consider if you're working past 65 is how many employees your company has. If your company has more than 20 employees, then your group insurance plan will stay the primary payer. If your company has less than 20 employees, then Medicare becomes the primary payer and your employer insurance becomes secondary. That means if you don't sign up for Parts A and B, your employer insurance might not cover the costs of your services until Medicare pays. If you're in a small employer situation, you'll want to ask them to be sure whether you need to sign up for Parts A and B when you turn 65. If you're working past 65, you'll want to reach out to us about 3 or 4 months before you're planning to retire. At that time, you'll apply for Parts A and B, and there'll be a form for your employer to fill out to prove that you've had credible coverage up until you retire. This will keep you from getting any of those Part B late penalties. We'll meet with you to discuss all of your different options for coverage and look at some different quotes for you to consider. Once you decide on what plans you want to go with, we'll complete those applications and send them in. You'll get your cards in the mail, and you'll be all set to retire. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments or reach out to us. Be sure to check out our other videos, and we'll see you next time.